Hey there, Rockstar. It is Thursday. Welcome to the Epic Real Estate Investing Show, where we show people how to invest in real estate so they can escape the daily grind and retire early. And today we're going to talk about the market again and what it means for real estate investors and what we should do. And I've got a great guest that's going to join me today to talk about what he's doing and how he sees the whole picture. But first, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that your American dream is at risk. Specifically, there are 7 imminent threats working day and night to take it from a rigged financial system. There are to inflation, to financial literacy, to there are 7 of these things that, regardless of how honest and hardworking you are, applying that extra hustle alone is just not going to be enough to save your financial future. The system is absolutely failing each and every one of us. And it's why I'm hosting a 2-day virtual event to arm you with the strategies, the resources, and the support that you're going to need to pull through the mess that the American people are in. And so if you like the idea of preparing and upgrading your approach to success during an economic downturn, or avoiding the big mistakes that led to others to lose everything in 2008, or how to McDonaldize a real estate transaction so that no money is left on the table, then you want to be there. Go to epicfreedomevent.com, epicfreedomevent.com. I'll put a link down there in the description for you as well. And I'm waiting for our guest. He hasn't quite chimed in. He texted me and said he was dealing with some office chaos. So we'll be a little bit patient and allow him to come through and give him some time. Oh, there he is right there. Perfect. All righty. So yeah, my guest today has been in the real estate industry since 2010. He began his career as a realtor and soon realized that wasn't the path that he wanted to continue on. Very similar paths there. And in 2015, with only $10,000 in the bank, he began flipping houses. Since then, he has flipped hundreds of homes, purchased hundreds of rentals, and opened other multi-million-dollar businesses. And we're going to talk all about it. He's amassed over 1 million followers on social media in a very short period of time, where he teaches others how to build wealth and freedom. Pretty remarkable dude, and we're honored to have him today. So please help me welcome to the show, Mr. Ryan Pineda. Ryan, welcome to Epic Real Estate Investing.
What's up, Matt?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's a little glitchy on the. I think the video's gonna break in here in a second. Bless you. So, anyway, I think we're gonna be good. It'll warm up. But office chaos today, huh?
And I just launched my NFT project days ago, so it's been chaos, dude.
Yeah. That's a whole new world that you're entering into. You're like one of the pioneers now. And so you're kind of learning as you go and you're blazing the trail so we can follow, right?
That's right.
Kind of like that. Sweet. Awesome. So, I just wanted to start with, commending you, Ryan, for, what you built and how you managed it. I got to meet you at your office about a month ago, and I was really impressed. And I mean, 100 employees, that's remarkable. That's 100, right? Ish. Oh, your microphone is kind of cutting out on us. Is there a loose cable or something? Is it internet based?
What you think? Can you
Yeah.
hear it?
You're there. Yeah, we can do good. All right, I think we'll be good. But about 100 people, is that what the employee-wise you got over there? Uh-oh. Is that the internet or the microphone, I wonder?
All right. What do you think now? Better?
Yeah, but your lips aren't moving, so I think there's like a delay.
Yeah. I did restream. This is my first time on restreams were correct.
Okay. We kind of have issues with this. I might go back to the StreamYard thing. But this has some cool features from a production point of view.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do our best with the audio. Anyway, I told my son that I was coming to talk to you and that you'd played Major League, or you played professional baseball. And he wanted to know which teams you were on.
By the Oakland A's. And what team I was on and released. And then I joined independent baseball teams years. Mm-hmm. So
sweet. All right. Hopefully this audio kicks in because it's still cutting in and out. But let's move on.
Yeah.
All right.
So let
So,
me.
all right. So Ryan is going to log back on, but this is what I was going to bring our attention to. What I wanted to talk with to Ryan today. I mean, he's a big social media guy, and he's got all these companies, but he really is a real estate guy at heart. And there's this headline came out about the real estate prices cooling, and but not a fire sale. And it seems like a lot of people are really kind of hoping for that and rooting for that because they want the opportunity, but it's just not showing itself. It hasn't really manifested yet as much as people are trying to make it happen. How you doing now?
I'm gonna change my settings, make sure we're good.
All right, it's already way better just now with the audio.
Mic check. Mic check. All right. So I went on Google Chrome. I think Safari's no good.
Okay, that, that almost makes sense. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, well, good to have you back. And so the baseball teams, let's cover that real quickly, just so I can satisfy my son. Tonight is
So I got
first game of
drafted by
practice.
the Oakland A's in 2010.
Mhm.
Played in their minor league system for 3 years. Then I got released. Played independent baseball for another 5. You know, I lived everywhere, man. I lived in Texas, New Jersey, North Dakota, Iowa, Cali, Arizona, Vegas, Vancouver, Canada, Winnipeg, Canada. A lot of places.
That's a tough life, huh?
Dude, it wasn't easy. I was actually talking to Joe DeSena, the founder of the Spartan races and events and Tough Mudder. And, you know, I had him on my podcast and he was, we were just talking about that, doing hard things. That's what really makes you.
Totally. There's that saying, what if you do the hard things in life, life will be easy. If you do the easy things in life, life will be hard.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
100%.
Oh, totally. Super. You didn't make it to the Aviators though, did you? Did you get there?
No, the Aviators, well, I guess they weren't the Aviators back then. They were the 51s. But yeah, I had retired by the time they got the new stadium, became the Aviators. And yeah, I wish. That'd have been great playing in Vegas.
Oh. Yeah, in your hometown. It's a great place to see a game. Have you been to one?
Yeah, we used to have season tickets in the first year, but I don't think I've been to one since then.
It's a fun night.
Yeah.
They got a lot of good stuff there, good food and stuff, and it's comfortable. But anyway, Ryan, I brought you on because just to talk about the market. I want to talk about people who are actually out in the market and doing things. And, you know, you're kind of a household name here because you're on TV about every 3 minutes on cable, the home offer. And so I ran into Josh Galindo this morning. I don't know if you know him, but yeah, I said I was going to be talking to you today, but we talked about the market a little bit, and I saw that the real estate prices are cooling, but not a fire sale yet, according to this expert. And I kind of agree, but it seems like a lot of people are kind of rooting for the market to crash maybe, and they're looking for the opportunity, but it's just not happening despite all of the bad news. Home prices are cooling. Hold on, here we go. But not a fire sale. This expert, who is this? This was Dottie Herman from Douglas Elliman, explained that the current issues in the real estate, noting that the current uncertainties in the world and the debate over whether the U.S. is in a recession are causing prospective home buyers to wait. There's all this uncertainty in the market.
Right now, with more of this housing thing that I once the chair of the supplement there.
Don't you love the autoplay on the commercials? Anyway, what are you seeing out there? What's your perspective?
You know, I think it's definitely cooling a lot. We're not seeing, like, at least in Vegas, right? I mean, every market's different. I've got students in California, and they're telling me that, yeah, prices are definitely going down in Cali. But, you know, it's also hard to say what they originally bought them as. Were they kind of speculating a little bit, or, you know, were they being conservative in their underwriting? For us, you know, most of our properties, we're selling them for close to what we kind of penciled them out at. And so we're not super concerned because we should do fine. But, you know, I'm sure there's some that we're going to lose money on. And it is what it is. That's kind of part of the game. You can't just the last 2 years get all this appreciation and run up and you just kill it. And then all of a sudden you're mad when kind of the dancing stops. And so I think for me, the key is just kind of resetting. So, you know, we got, I'm looking at my chart now, we got 40 40 active flips right now. And, you know, as long as we can sell those and make money, it allows us to go buy the next batch of deals kind of with this new market of like, okay, you know what? Let's be really conservative because we kind of don't know what the market's going to do 4 or 6 months from now.
Mm-hmm. So is the conservative part in your buying? Is it in the rehab? Where are you resetting?
I mean, on the conservative side, the rehab, we're pretty good at rehab. So rehab's going to be whatever it is. So mainly just on the buy side. And there's lots of ways to be conservative. You can just, you could say, okay, I think the market's going to drop 5%, a percent a month by the time I do this. If that's what you believe, then okay, make your ARV 5% less. Or you could just say, all right, I'm going to pencil it out at what prices are today, but I want a way bigger margin. Instead of 10% margin on ARV, I want 15%, 20%, kind of whatever you think the market rate will be.
Right. So just buying better, basically, right? And
that's it. I tell all my students that it's just like you don't stop buying because all of a sudden the market is now slow. You just buy better.
How is it? Are you noticing a change in the conversations with sellers? Because usually they're the last ones to understand what's going on. It seems to me over here it's happening a little bit faster than I remember last time.
Yeah, I think this happened 2 years ago during COVID. So, like you had mentioned, I run TV commercials freaking every day. So people see my face all the time in Vegas saying, hey, I'll buy your house. I remember during COVID, all the investors were freaking out, thinking the world's going to fall. And sellers, were being stubborn. They're like, no, we don't think that. But, there's a few who are like, oh, I got to get rid of my house now. But for the majority, that's not the case. And so there's this disconnect that's hard to overcome because you as an investor want to protect yourself, but a seller doesn't want to just give it up. It's for something that has not happened yet. It might happen, but it has not happened yet, right? And I think we're in the same spot where sellers today know it's slower, but things haven't fallen off a cliff. They're not giving their houses away for free, right? But investors want way bigger discounts than before. So I think right now during the transition phase, it's harder to do deals, but I think that once you get out of the transition, just like when we were in COVID, whatever happens after the transition, good or bad, if it goes back up, stabilizes, or if it even keeps going down, you at least now can start to say, okay, like obviously it's going down. Like if you're talking to sellers, how much lower, how many days are you going to wait? Next month, your offer is going to continue to decline. Are you ready to take an offer now? Or it stabilizes and we can increase our offer now because we're confident on our exit. But right now it's still uncertain. We don't know where the market's going. Like that's everybody's saying that.
Exactly. And that was kind of what I was leading into is I've done a real good job in weaning myself off the news here in the last 6 months because it was kind of tearing me up there. Got to stay away from the negativity. But today I happened to walk by the TV and they were saying that I didn't realize the stock market had been down 4 or 5 days in a row. And here we are on September 1st, and it went another decline today. And they're expecting it to fall a little bit more before it actually bounces back up. That's the stock market. And there's some degree, there's some correlation between stocks and real estate. I mean, how much do you think we're going to go a little bit lower? We're just going to kind of level out and be steady?
For me, I don't know what's going on in the stock market. Like I'll see it occasionally of just like, yeah, it's going down. But the main thing I watch is the real estate market. I mean, I'm watching inventory every single day. Obviously I'm watching interest rates and things that are happening there. But I'm not super concerned. I mean, obviously, like you said, the stock market does impact real estate because people feel poorer, when the stock market's doing bad. And obviously people feel affordability crunch when interest rates are higher. So we've got not many good things going for us on the real estate side. But the big thing we do have going for us is supply. At the end of the day, there's not a large supply of homes for sale. Like the actual amount of homes is way less than it was during the crash. Like at the end of the day, many people are holding on to their homes because they got great interest rates. Builders can't build fast enough. They can't build cheap enough. So there's no supply coming there. So there's just not a lot of homes. Now, the moment interest rates drop and people start increasing demand, the inventory is going to drop again. Like that's just what's going to happen. So I just don't know where this massive supply is going to come from that would really tank things. Like things are slow, and I envision them staying that way for a while, but I don't see a crash because I just don't see where the supply comes from.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, a lack of supply is not a precondition for a crash. Like there's no bubble to pop, right? There's not enough houses to pop.
You know, I'm actually, while we're talking, we're both in Vegas. I have been waiting for the report for August to come out for median house price. I wanted to see if price went up or down. You know, it feels like it went down because August has been super slow, right?
Yep.
But here's Vegas's stats according to the MLS. May of 2022, 395. June of 2022, 400. July of 2022, 405. August of 2022, 410. It's gone up 5K every month, regardless of how slow we think it is. So what's truth versus reality?
Yeah, I'm always doing that.
Feel. Yeah.
I'm always asking that question. What's factual and then what's actual, right? They'll say that sales are slowing and the market is cooling off, but that's factual. But what's actual is that they're getting more and more expensive. They keep selling for more and more and more. The other part of that is when they say that prices are dropping, those are the listing prices that are dropping, not the actual sales prices that are dropping, right? So it's really just the sellers getting a little bit more realistic, I guess. But even here with this one, this is just this is August 27th right here from Realtor.com. Trends report found that the median home listing price was at 435, a decline from June's all-time high of 450. So the listing price is down, but the listing price grew 13.2% year over year. It was just down for the month, but the actual sales price was up, as you just pointed out.
Yep. So I mean, people got more realistic. People aren't fire selling, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're not. And that's why I put that on the thing with a big fat question mark, because people are kind of rooting for it. And they're, they said the foreclosures are up 700% this year, right? But it's 700% of essentially zero. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get to talk a lot, Ryan. I see you all over the media. You're all over social media. What would you like to talk more about that you don't get the chance to?
That's a good question, man. I feel like I talk about everything. I think, man, I don't know what your audience is super into. I mean, honestly, I don't talk about.
It doesn't matter. It's all about you. What you're into right now.
What I'm into. I mean, like I said, NFTs are what I'm into at this very moment. We just launched Tykes and super excited about it. The launch has been super successful. And so here's the thing too about market, right? Like the stock market, the crypto market has been crap for the entire year, right? It tanked just like stocks. They were very correlated. So people launching NFT projects and stuff are not doing very good, right? When the market sucks, it's like the worst time to launch a project. Well, I think we had one of the biggest launches, like literally in any NFT project, easily real estate this year. We just did almost $2.5 million on our mint, and to do that in today's market is just insane.
Remarkable.
And and we're, right now we were trending on OpenSea at #1 for utility-based NFTs. So that was incredible. We were on the front page. Just all kudos to just, marketing and people being excited about it. So that's what I'm most excited about as of right now, and probably for the foreseeable future. Yeah.
That's sweet. So I think when most people right now, kind of the layman's idea of what an NFT is a JPEG. And you just kind of mentioned that you've got a utility aspect to it. So how is your project different than, the Bored Ape thing?
Yeah, even the Bored Apes have some utility, but at the end of the day, I mean, for the Bored Apes, the community is the utility, right? Like you get to be around these people, you get status, they got parties, like, it's definitely not like our real estate utility that we do. But, on our side, very much taking the elements of what I've seen work in the real world, plus what are cool things of Web3. So in the real world, you and I both have masterminds and things, right? We are part of masterminds. We understand the benefit. And I said, you know what? There's no mastermind for people that are interested in real estate and crypto. There's just none. And we know that real estate and the blockchain are going to be this thing later on.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be $1 trillion industry for blockchain real estate. It's just going to happen, right? And the moment the metaverse really takes off, which, you know, I think in probably 5 to 10 years, it'll really take off. Like everyone will use it. Then digital land and all those things become extremely valuable as well. So it opens up this whole new door of real estate. So for me, I'm just trying to be on the cutting edge of that. And I want to get the people who are also on the cutting edge of that because they have nowhere to go. And I want them to network. I want them to build businesses, do deals, learn. I want to get all the resources in one room. And so like, that's the main priority of Tykes on the normal side of things that we've always done in Web 2. But on the Web3 side of things, the crypto side, there's so much we can do with NFTs, you know, and make it fun. Like where you can stake your Tyke, you know, meaning you can lock it up on contract and it's going to produce a cryptocurrency that you get every single day called Tycoin. And with that Tycoin, you're going to be able to spend it on our marketplace where there's going to be all this cool stuff you can buy. You can buy nights at properties I own and other people own. You're going to be able to do a ton of cool stuff that I'm really excited about. And then just like the aspect of the events we're going to have, you know, at the end of the day, there's no real estate crypto event. It does not exist. Right. So throwing the first massive one of those, I think is going to be extremely fun. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming. But for me anyways, as an entrepreneur, I believe, like I said, metaverse, NFTs, everything, blockchain, every business is going to adopt it 5 to 10 years from now. It's just like 10 years ago, somebody saying, you're going to have to be on social media as a business or you will not make it. And, you know, like people 10 years ago have been like, no, you don't. You don't need to do that. You could be in the phone book, right? And it's like, no, you have to be on social media. And I think NFTs, blockchain is the exact same thing as the years come along.
Right. No, I think you're absolutely right. So are they still available or did you sell out?
Oh, we sold out. We were already sold out before really we even minted. So, yeah, the only way to get it right now is on OpenSea, which is great.
Like a secondary market, right?
Yep, the secondary market. You still have time for anyone watching because we are getting ready to reveal the actual artwork here in a couple hours. And then you're going to be able to do some cool stuff right after that. And there's going to be like really big perks for those who own it from like day one, essentially, versus somebody who buys 6 months from now.
Got it. So this is a big day for you then.
I'm a busy dude today. That's why I was like, hey, how long are we doing this for? I got a lot of things like I didn't plan for when I was like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever.
I had sent you the text saying, we should be done within 3 hours. And then like no response came back. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he's pissed.
No, I was finishing up another meeting.
No worries. All good, man. Well, thanks, partner. I appreciate you being here. If someone wanted to get in touch with you, I know they all know already, but just in case they don't, what is the best place for them to go and connect with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much everywhere. I mean, you can go to ryanpineda.com and it's got all my socials, my businesses, all that stuff. So go check it out and would love to work with you guys.
Super. You got a fantastic website, by the way. I love it.
Thank you.
The design, the layout, the functionality, the navigation, it's very intuitive and everything is right there. It's awesome.
Yeah, my team. All to the team. It ain't me.
Yeah, and your TikTok stuff and all that stuff, it's just first class production. You got some real rock stars. How did you find them, by the way?
You know, one thing is I've always had the belief you hire from the top down. You know, most people hire bottom up. And, you know, most entrepreneurs, I get it. Most entrepreneurs don't want to spend a lot of money. They want to get things done as cheap as possible. It's true. Like, so if you have a need, you're like, oh, I'll hire a sales guy or an assistant or an admin. But I go into everything and I say, how do I hire like literally the best guy from the top? Because I know if I hire that top guy legit, he's going to hire everyone else. You know, we do need those lower level people, but I need somebody else who can go get them. Because if I get him or her, they're going to take care of the rest versus me hiring everybody by myself and figuring this thing out. I couldn't even tell you all the hands that went into building. I can't tell you what even gets posted every day. I can't tell you how these Tykes, came to be and the smart contract. I'm not that smart, but I know I'm really good at picking a team who is that smart.
That's great. It must be really comfortable to have all that stuff broadcast out there, and you don't even have to do the quality control.
Yep. It's just trust.
Right.
You got to trust.
That's sweet, dude. Well, thanks, bud. I'll let you get back to your day, and congrats on the launch. And if people want to follow like what you're doing right now, where should they go then? Like what you're going to do here in a couple hours? Where's the big reveal going to happen?
Oh, the big reveal. I guess follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm doing a lot of this NFT stuff. So Ryan Pineda on Twitter, and you can see kind of like these reveals and all the news.
Sweet. I'm going to check you out, dude. I'll follow too. All right.
Go buy some tykes, dude. We got to get you on board.
Let's say that again.
I said, you got to get some tykes. We got to get you on board, dude.
I wasn't even knowing. You know, I have in December, my crypto portfolio surpassed my real estate portfolio. And now not so much.
Yeah, no, not so much.
So I've got to.
But if you hold the thing is, if you hold the crypto portfolio, though, as long as you got, you know, the big coin, you got ETH or Bitcoin, or like you're going to be just fine.
Yep. I wasn't trying to flip. It's long term anyway, so I'll be okay. But it was sad to see a couple of those zeros disappear. But,
yeah, I trust me, mine was the same way.
Right. All right, Ryan. Take care, bud. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
See you guys.
All righty. So if you found this episode valuable, who else do you know that might too? Thanks for Ryan for being here. He's got a super busy day and he took the time out to hang with us. So, but if you know somebody else that would get a kick out of this, there's a good chance that you do know somebody. And when their name comes to mind, please share it with them and ask them to click the subscribe button when they get here. Do the like button, all that kind of stuff. I'll take great care of them. All right. God loves you. So do I. Health, peace, blessings, and success to you. I'm Matt Terrio. Living